Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your boy Mike. So, I want to talk about something that happened today that can help you guys out. So, woke up a little late today, going to the gym because my body needs some sleep, and I went to bed a little bit too late. So, going to bed late plus needing some sleep equals me waking up late. I was supposed to go out to lunch with my sister because every now and then we try to just have like a brother sister lunch date type thing. So I was like, okay, wanted me with this and everything. However, I want to go to the gym. And I was trying to figure out, should I go to the gym before lunch or after lunch? If I go before lunch, I have to cut my workout short a little bit. If I go after lunch, I'm not sure whenever we're going to finish lunch. I know the gym closes early on Sundays and Saturdays, which it's whatever, it's here there. I know the gym closes early on weekends, so I'm not sure whenever we're leaving, so I'm not sure how much time I'm going to have to work out. And this just brought up something is you know, you want to work out. We have busy schedules, things happen, but you want to get a workout in. What do you do if you don't have a lot of time? What do you do if your normal workout takes an hour and a half between your warm up, your actual exercise, and if you decide to do cardio or a cool down or stretching? What do you do? Because it's so easy to say, well, I can't go to the gym because I don't have all the time that I usually have, or I can't do this because of the time constraints, or I woke up too late and this is gonna happen. So it's like, what do you do? So what I personally say is do what is gonna give you the most bang for your buck. In general, do what's gonna give you the most bang for your buck. This is another reason why I say write everything down. Your how long your warm ups take, your exercises, and even the time. That way hey, if I'm supposed to be a place in 2 hours or so, I know it's gonna take me an hour to get from this place to this place. I know it's gonna take me 15 minutes to get ready. I know it's gonna take me this long to do my workout. I woke up this time. So if I woke up late, I know that my usual workout takes out an hour and a half. I know I'll give you a perfect example actually. So scratch that. So I had to be at a place at 12 o'clock today. I know it takes me about 45 ish minutes, depending on traffic, 45 minutes to an hour to get to that place. Again, depending on traffic. So I know that, and also it's going to take me about 30 ish minutes to, after I get from the gym, is to shower, put my clothes on, and not look like a flipping hot mess. So I'm like, okay, it's going to take me an hour to get there, so I have to leave my house at 11. I know it's taking about 30 ish minutes to get ready, so I have to be at my house at 10:30. Okay, if I get to the gym, I know it takes me about 15 minutes to get from my apartment to the gym, so that's 30 minutes of driving. So that means if I leave the house at this time, I have this much time to work out. Then I can leave. I can go straight from the gym, get my stuff. Take me this long. Da 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 da. So we have those time constraints figured out. So let's say if you only have 45 minutes or an hour to work out, but your normal workout lasts an hour and a half. What do? Do what's going to give you the most bang for your buck. And generally speaking, when it comes to working out, it's your compound exercises. Your typical big lifts, whether it's your big three, your bench press, squats, your deadlifts, your overhead press, whatever's going to be a compound exercise, that's going to give you the most bang for your buck. What the compound exercises look like just depends on what exercise you're doing for that day. So for instance, today was leg day. So it's like, okay, my warm up is 10 minutes on the bike. I'm gonna hit the bike a little bit heavier. And then my compound lifts, because I depends on what's free. I'll either do a leg press, I'll do a hack squat. I'm not much of a regular squatter. It's never been comfortable for my knees, just from years of sports and injuries and things like that. So a hack squat works better for me personally. A leg press works better for me personally compared to a traditional squat. Do I traditional squat every now and then? Yeah, I traditional squat every now and then. But for me personally, generally speaking, a leg press or a hack squat feels better for me. So in the gym, while I'm warming up, because the bike is kind of like on the second level, I can kind of see where everything is. So I'm kind of like scouting out everything. I'm like, okay, this leg press is free, this hack squat is free. What is my preferred thing? Do I prefer to do leg press or hack squat? I more prefer to do leg press. If I have time, I'll do both. I'll do leg press and hack squat because it's like I enjoy working out like that. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if I had to choose between one or the other, I've been doing hack squats for a very 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 long time. Let me jump on to leg press so I can change the motion a little bit and just feel something a little bit differently this time. So I'm like, okay. So warming up, walking towards the stairs. Like, okay, cool. This leg press is free. Go straight to leg press, and what I'll do is do your compound lifts. So your heavy, your multi-joint exercises. A leg press is a multi-joint. It's your hips, it's your knees, your multi-joint. Hack squat, multi-joint. Again, your hips, your knees, your bridges, your glute bridges, your hips, your knees, your squats, multi-joint. Your lunges, multi-joint exercises. So do those exercises first, to make sure that you gain the most bang out of your buck. So I'll say do your compound lifts first. And if they have any weak points that you're really trying to target, I'll say do those second. However, generally speaking, if you're doing your compound lifts, you may hit some of your weak points with that particular muscle group at the same time. Is it going to be as direct? No. But again, we're on a time crunch. We don't have all the time in the world to do what we need to do. We don't have all the time in the world to cross every single T, dot every single I, make sure is it light gray, is it dark gray, is it night gray, is it dark gray? We don't have time. We just need to find gray. You know what I mean? So do your compound lifts first and hit those heavy. If you need to do drop sets, if you need to time your rest breaks, if you need to just say, hey, I still want to do a variety of exercises. I just want to cut the reps short. So let's say if you usually do 4 sets of 10, if you need to do 3 sets of 8, do 3 sets of 8. So that way you can get more exercises in. Whatever is going to work best for you. And again, sometimes you need to switch it up. So sometimes I'll just focus on like 2, maybe 3 exercises. Sometimes I'll just cut my reps, my reps and my sets, a little bit short, so I can do a more variety of things. Again, depending on what I'm trying to hit most of. So perfect example. Today at the gym, did my 10-minute bike ride. I'm like, okay, perfect. That felt good. I hit it hard. I was just short of 3 miles. So I was like, okay, it still felt really good. I think like 2.98. So like right at 3 miles, pretty much, almost right at 3 miles. Okay, cool. Walking down. Okay, I see his leg press is free. I always warm up with the motion that I'm doing. So I warm up general with cardio, and then the exercise I'm doing, I always start at a low weight and then I increment my way up into my working weights. For leg press, because I've been leg pressing about 700. Now for some people it's like that's a lot of weight. For other people it's like that's it. For me, that's a very comfortable weight that I'm playing around with because it's been a while since I've leg pressed. I've been playing around with that around like the 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 10 reps, depending on how I feel, depending on how my knees feel, how much energy I have, so on and so forth. So, but I don't just start at 700 pounds. That's insane. You'll hurt yourself. So I started off light. I did like a set at 180 for 10. Good range of motion, good speed. Then I hit some calves a little bit because I'm trying to get my calves to grow. So I do a set of leg press, a set of calves. Perfect. Then I added more plates on. 360. Again, leg press, then calves. Cool. Went up. I went to 540. I just did a set of 10 at leg press. Perfect. That felt good. And then I also do some body weight squats, range of motion, working knees over toes, so on and so forth. And then I actually get to my actual working weight, which is the 700. And again, I always write things down. I'll probably even show you guys my notebook one day. I always write things down. I said, okay, last time I got 3 sets of 8 at 700. Okay, cool. So I was doing my leg press. 5. Okay, I feel good. 6. Okay, feels good. 7. Okay, 8. Good. Okay, let me try 10. So 9. Okay, cool. 10. Perfect. Rest. Shook my legs out a little bit. Felt good. Hit another set. 10. Perfect. My third set was 8 because I felt a little heavy. It's like, okay, cool. That felt good. Looked at my watch. Okay, I still got plenty of time. Okay, so instead of doing a different variety of exercise, I decided to do single legs. Like, okay, cool. Because again, you want to work both at the same time to get more weight, but you also want to work individual so you don't have any muscular imbalances, anything like that. We're about making sure that we're optimal. I'm not saying that we're trying to be bodybuilders. If you want to be a bodybuilder, that's amazing. I used to want to step on stage. I still kind of throw around the ideas like, do I want to step on stage one day? I don't know, because I don't know if I feel comfortable running around a stage with a Speedo on. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But Again, we still don't want one leg being 23 inches, another leg being 12 inches. We're not about that life. So I decided to start doing some single leg stuff again. So I was like, okay, cool. So I did 3 sets of 8 single leg press. I think I did. I'm working my way up, so I'm at 300 right now of single leg. Like, okay, cool. That felt good. Did that, and again, that hits the vast majority of your legs. That hits some of your depending on where your legs are, that hits your hamstrings or your quads, hit your calves, hit your glutes, pretty much your overall legs. However, the way I was doing it was more quad dominant compared to hamstring dominant, but again, vast majority of my legs. Okay, cool. I have my big compound lift. What is lacking the most? Okay, compared to looking at my overall legs, I feel like my hamstrings need more work than my quads. Do they both need work? Yes, but we're on a time crunch. So I'm like, okay, if I only have option to do one, I'm gonna do hamstrings. So I found a hamstring curl that was free. I did 2 sets of 10 both legs. I did 2 sets of 10 single leg. Okay, look at my watch. Okay, it's getting a little close. It's also raining outside, so I gotta be careful with the road. I'm gonna call a little bit earlier. So those technically 4 exercises plus the bike, so 5 exercises, 45 minutes in and out of the gym. Again, because I'm on a time crunch. Do I want to do more? Oh yeah, I want to do more. It's a Sunday that I'm actually not working, and I enjoy working out. I can spend 2 hours in the gym and not even think about it. I've actually done a 2.5 hour leg day. It sounds insane, but it felt amazing. And I did pretty much every machine that I wanted to do, I could do, and then some. I didn't have to wait for nobody. Everything was free. It was perfect. I did my typical workouts. I did like leg press, hack squat, calf raises, barbell stiff leg deadlifts. I did something else over there. I did hamstring curls. I did sled pushes. I did tire flips. I did cardio. I stretched. It was amazing. It was like 2.5 hours. It was bliss. But I had the availability. We're on a crunch today. I had the availability to do all that stuff. And sometimes, it's like I do things to, because I enjoy it. Because I enjoy pushing myself as much as I can. And sometimes you just have to dig really, really deep to get through a workout like that. Is all that volume needed? No. But did it feel fun? Did I enjoy it? Yes. And sometimes working out is working out for a specific physical goal. Sometimes it's therapy. Sometimes you just want to do something. You just want to challenge yourself and do something a little bit different. And again, sometimes I just find it fun. It's like I never did tire flips. I'm like, let me try some tire flips. My legs felt pretty good, so I did some tire flips. Like, okay, this is pretty cool. I can incorporate this if I want to switch things up. And that's another thing, adding some variety into your workout. Variety is the spice of life, as I say. So add some variety into your workouts, but not when we're on a time crunch. When you have all the time in the world and you see someone doing some tire flips or some single leg bridges or sled pushes or sled pulls or stiff leg deadlifts, regular deadlifts, and you got all the time in the world, try all those things out. You never know. And write those things down, because you may find a better alternative for the exercises that you're already doing. Let's say if you're just used to doing leg press, but you got all the time in the world and you see someone doing, a hack squat. It's like, okay, I might try to do a hack squat. You may be able to interject and your gym. You know which machines are free on which days. And just examine that. So that way, if you are on a time crunch and you've tried multiple things that work, those compound lifts, okay, if choice A is busy, I can do choice B. If choice B is busy, I can do choice C. And again, just so you know how to optimize your time in the gym. Sometimes you want to, we're busy people. You just want to optimize your time in the gym. But sometimes if you got more time, you just want to go in and have fun, experiment with different things, see which exercise you like, which ones you don't like. Because again, you never know until you just try out different things. You know what I mean? So if you have all the time in the world, experiment, have fun in the gym. But if you don't have all the time in the world, focus on your compound lifts. Whatever your compound lift is for that day. If you're doing chest, your compound lift is a bench press variation, whether it's dumbbells, barbells, or machine. Pin loaded, plate loaded, whatever it is. If you're doing shoulders, if you separate shoulders, it's gonna be a shoulder press, whether it's dumbbells, barbells, machine, plate loaded, pin loaded, something like that. If you're doing legs, it's gonna be a leg press, hack squat variation. generally speaking. So again, whether it's a regular squat, whether it's a front squat, whether it's a leg press, whether it's a hack squat, whether it's a pin loaded leg press, try all of them. Or it could be, hey, I'm doing some step ups, I'm doing some lunges. Lunges are a great compound exercise, and they will torch your legs in the best way possible. Like lunges will challenge you, and they will test your religion, as some people say. They will test your sanity, but they're good and they work. Your legs will just pop like crazy. So if you've never done lunges, do some lunges. Whether it's with weight or without weight, they both will torch your legs in the best way possible. If it's a back day and you're like, I don't have a lot of time, whether it's a rowing variation, a lat pull down variation, try those things. Some people will consider deadlift a back exercise, and technically it is, but it's more of a posterior chain exercise. So it's your whole posterior chain, but also it's like a total body exercise. So it's a mixture of everything. But again, that's kind of like in the big four of exercises. Be careful with deadlifts. Sometimes the risk is not worth the reward. So if you do want to try deadlift, learn how to optimize your deadlift. Start light, even if it's just with the bar, and just record yourself. Just get used to your body mechanics, your body motion, your body positioning, because deadlifts are scary. Bench press are scary. Like with all the compound lifts, if you have the opportunity to record yourself, you may feel a little funny, asking someone to record yourself or bring a tripod to the gym and recording yourself. But I prefer you to feel a little funny and have someone record you than to do something wrong and hurt yourself. Because again, we're about optimizing the time that we have in the gym. We're not about getting hurt. Again, we're on crunch time, and there's the best way to maximize our growth is to hit compound exercises, compound lifts, so we can get the most bang for our buck. Are isolation exercises great? Oh yeah, they're amazing. They really help whenever you do have muscular imbalances, or if you're trying to focus on very specific things. Or it's like, hey, my quads are kind of a weak point. I want to focus on my quads. My hamstrings are a little weak point. I want to focus on my hamstrings. Or my calves are a weak point. Can you build bigger calves by leg pressing? Yeah, you can. But are you going to build bigger calves by leg pressing or by doing calf raises? Calf raises. By doing step-ups. You're going to build bigger calves? No, that way. But do your compound lifts first and then focus on our isolation exercises. You know what I mean? So those would be some of the big takeaways I would say is that if we're on a time crunch, again, that's why I always say, jot your stuff down. How long, what your warm-up is. How long it took you to do your warm-up, your exercises. Again, this is how I personally chart my time in the gym. I write the day, I write warm-up, whether it's bike, whether it's elliptical, whether it's treadmill. I write the exercise, I write the time that I want to do it and the speed I want to do it, and I write down the distance I go. Then the exercises that I do, I write the exercise, and I write the weights that I'm using. So, for instance, today with leg press, it said leg press, 180, 360, 540, 700. So next to 180, I wrote 10. Next to 360, I wrote 10. Next to 540, I wrote 10. Next to 700, I was like 700 times. I said 8. Okay, no, I said 10, comma, 10, comma, 8, comma. So that's the weight and the reps that I did and the sets. Again, I did 3 sets. So I wrote down those 3 different numbers. And then I did the leg press. Okay, I went a little bit light on leg press. So I did I started at 250 x 10. I increased the weight 300 x. I think I did like 3 sets of 10 or 3 sets of 8. But let's say I did 3 sets of 10. So I did 300 x 10, comma, 10, comma, 10, comma. How'd I feel? Felt good. Perfect. Next thing, write down all your exercises. You don't have to be as detailed as I am. You can be more detailed if you want to. The more points of information that you have, the better you can, optimize what you're doing. Again, the more information you have, the more you can utilize that information to make your next step better for whatever that is. Whether it's in the gym, whether it's at work, whether it's just personal growth. Whatever you do, the more data points that you have, the more informed changes that you can make to better outcome of what you're looking for. So again, leg press, I did this. Double leg, single leg, perfect. Wrote down next exercise. I did hamstring curls. I did this weight, Just it's like 98 pounds, so nothing too crazy. 98 pounds times 10, comma 10, comma. Okay, single leg, same thing. Wrote down the exercise, wrote down the weights, wrote down the weights. How do I feel? Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever, smiley face, whatever. Whatever your shorthand looks like, use that shorthand. And then after that, I knew that I was short on time. I wrote down time. I wrote down like 48 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever that time was. So I know that these exercises took me around this amount of time. Yeah, my typical workout, about, if I do cardio or not, it's between an hour and 30 minutes to an hour and 50 minutes, depending on which exercises, which machines are free, how much time that I have in the gym, if I do cardio or not. Again, those are just ways that I find out as I get as many data points as I can. So I know it's like, hey, I got some free time. I ain't got nothing planned. I can do my regular leg workout. Or, hey, I'm short on time today. I can't do my regular leg workout. I'm just doing my compound lifts and my lacking muscle groups. And if my compound lifts can help cover my lacking muscle groups, then perfect. If they can't, then if they can't as much as I want them to do, then I'll do a couple of sets at my lagging exercise. Go on, so on and so forth. All right. So yeah. So long story short, if you're short on time with working out, doesn't mean you have to skip your workout. Just modify it. Compound lifts and then lagging exercises. All right. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, drop them in the chat. Again, love to chop it up with y'all. All right. Until the next one. Later.